Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So today we'll be doing a glitched Ben Simmons build at power forward. So the glitch instructions will be in the description, so make sure you follow them. I'll be starting at the end of the glitch process, so where you will end up once you finish it. But just to start off with, make sure he's a power forward and we'll move on. So like I said, this will be the end of the glitch process, so this is what you'll end up with. So make sure you don't change the height because that will reset everything. You'll have to back out and go into edit build again. In terms of the weight, you can change this if you like. I just dropped it down to 210 pounds, which is the minimum. That's just to maximize some speed, finishing and things. And then in wingspan, you can also change this. I just put that at 7'7" just to help with a bit of defense because we know Ben Simmons is a great defender. Body shape, I just like to find for Ben Simmons, and we'll move on to the attributes. So when making Ben Simmons, we have to keep in mind that the man cannot shoot. Not only can he not shoot, he just doesn't want to shoot ever. So regardless if he could or he couldn't, he just doesn't want to. So we're not going to upgrade shooting really at all, but we're going to make it really unstoppable both defensively and in the paint for a glitch build at 6'10" at power forward. We also need the playmaking because obviously he's a really great playmaker. And we want it to be able to get, those triple doubles that he can get. He's got 16 points and 8 and 8 pretty much for his career average at 6'11". And I know he's 6'11" online, but I just chose to make it 6'10" to get the glitch build so we can get that clamps. But we're going to start off with close shot at 94. So that's a really high rating. At 94 you get the extra badge point. But you will have Mouse in the House Hall of Fame, Fast Switch Hall of Fame, Hook Specialist Gold, Grace Under Pressure Gold. So you will be able to finish pretty effectively, particularly with a 7'7" wingspan down low. On driving layup, we're also going to push that to 94. So at 94 you get an extra badge point. If you like Acrobat Hall of Fame, that's there at 95, but I just chose 94 to get the extra badge point. But you will have things like Slithery Finisher Hall of Fame, which is a really great badge if you can push it up that high. Now driving dunk, he can definitely posterize guys. He's definitely got the athleticism to do it. I wish he would try and score more as an Aussie. Also as an Aussie, I wish he would try a bit more to score. I really think he could be a really elite scorer in the league, 20 points a game. But he just seems to be a bit passive. So hopefully somehow Brooklyn can unlock him, unlock his aggressiveness and make him really passionate out there on the court. But we will have the 85 driving dunk for this build, so you will get the contact alley-oops and the pro contact dunks. In terms of standing dunk, you don't get the big man contact dunks because the game does think you're 6'9" with the glitch. But at 90, I just thought it was good to have the gold posterizer for the build. I did want that. You can't push driving dunk up that high, unfortunately, so I had to do it with standing dunk. I did want gold posterizer because I'm trying to make this a really unstoppable finishing build. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to 99 to get Hall of Fame posterizer, but I did push it to 93 to get the extra badge point for the 32 finishing badges. So you will have gold posterizer, it's still pretty great level to have posterizer. A lot of people don't have it that high. In terms of post control, well, he doesn't really play in the post a heap, but I did want that to have this build to have Hall of Fame post moves, so that you could take little power forwards that, they might be small forwards playing power forward, or they might just have made an undersized power forward. You can take them down low and really abuse them with the Hall of Fame post move. So you do have 36 finishing badges, so that's a lot, and everything is at least gold. So you can be a really dominant interior force with the height and the wingspan at your disposal. So really great badge layout there. In terms of shooting, it is handy to have slippery off ball. You may want to put a badge into shooting just to get that bronze. This is a really handy badge to have if you do decide to create the build. But in terms of free throw, I know he can't shoot free throws, but it's so frustrating having a slashing build and having low free throw. If only he could hit free throws, he could average, up to 4 points more a game. So I am going to put free throw to 85, just so you don't get frustrated, getting fouled and not being able to hit free throws. So you will have a good free throw with the build. In terms of playmaking, he does average almost 8 assists a game. So he's really a power forward that plays point guard. I'd like to see him play power forward, and then on offense play as the point guard. you know, surrounding with shooters. But for now, we're just going to put pass accuracy to 90 to get that gold diamond, because he's definitely a great playmaker. In terms of ball handle, we are going to push that to 75, which is one below the max. So you will get a lot of the animations with this that hopefully aren't height restricted. And then speed with ball, we're going to push to the max, which is 69. So I know he's a lot quicker than this, but unfortunately I just couldn't get it any faster. But you will have the silver quick first step, which is pretty handy to have, you know, and a lot of other, you know, silver dribble and playmaking badges, along with a lot of gold ones as well. So you should be able to make a really good playmaking layout out of that. In terms of defense, you know, he's a 2-time all defensive team member. He's only played 4 full seasons of his career. You know, and in that 4 seasons, he's been a 3-time All-Star, 2-time all-defensive team member. So that's quite impressive. You know, averages 1.5 steals a game, almost a block a game. So he's definitely a great defender. So I'm going to push interior defense to 80, just to get that silver post lockdown and brick wall and things, and just to help protect the rim. You are 6'10". In terms of perimeter defense, this is really what he's great at, perimeter defense. Unfortunately for a power forward, you can't glitch it so you can get, well, I haven't found a way to glitch it so you can get the gold clamps. But you will get the silver clamps, which is pretty decent to have. You do have a 7'7" wingspan, so you should be able to lock them up pretty effectively. Now for steal, we are going to push it to 78 to get that gold interceptor. In terms of block, we are going to push that to 88 so that we get that gold interceptor, gold intimidator, sorry, and also the extra badge point and gold rim protector. In terms of offensive rebound, I did want to make this really dominant on defense, but I also wanted it to be really imposing interiorly on the offensive side. So we are going to get high offensive rebound, it's going to be 89, and then defensive rebound, we're going to push to 91 to get that gold rebound chaser. And in terms of physicals, we are going to push speed to 75 and acceleration to 73. It's pretty good for a 6'10" player to have 75 speed, you know, close to 75 acceleration. That's really handy. Strength, we're going to make sure that's 55. Vertical, we're going to push that to 75 to get those contact dunks. And we're just going to track the rest on stamina for 90 stamina. And that's the build. So in total, we have 36 finishing, 0 shooting, 23 playmaking, and 32 defensive badges, for a total of 91 badges on this really specialized 2-way playmaking slasher build that's 6'10" at power forward. So you are a power forward, so if you play a lot of 5v5, you will line up at power forward, and you can take guys off the dribble, finish at the rim with your 7'7" wingspan. I doubt there'll be many players, particularly with a lot of players making, you know, the smaller centers. Even the bigger centers, with your wingspan, you should be able to finish really effectively over the top of them with that gold posterizer. So it's a really dominant interior presence that can play make on the perimeter. So I should have a lot of fun with this build. In terms of takeovers, I just chose finishing moves for Ben Simmons and easy blow-bys. I would have loved the playmaking one, but unfortunately you can't get any of the playmaking ones despite it almost being maxed out, but that's 2K for you. But I've just chosen finishing moves and easy blow-bys just to help with that slashing to the rim. But as you can see, you've made a Playmaking Paint Beast with shades of Shawn Kemp, Julius Randle and Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know, Giannis is a good comparison. I wish Ben Simmons had the drive of Giannis, but you know, Giannis is one of a kind, isn't he? But we'll take a look at the badges. Now for Ben Simmons, you probably want to start off with a lot of the driving ones. So, you know, posterizer, unstrippable on bronze, lob city on bronze to catch those lobs. You know, slithery finish is great. Limitless takeoff. You know, fearless finisher on bronze is really handy if you can get it. And then you've still got 20 left, so you can put on the post ones, you know, back down punisher, drop steppers there, grace under pressure, rise up gold to get those standing dunks, mouse in the house because you could get some mismatches, hook specialist, you know, fast twitch gold, and you've still got 3 left to use. So maybe for Ben Simmons, you know, you do have a high rebound, so you may want to put back boss on silver. You've still got 1 left, so you can really throw this to whatever you want. You know, he's quite athletic and acrobatic, so, you know, acrobat could be a good one to represent Ben as well. Now for shooting, like I said before, you may want to put 1 badge in shooting just to get slippery off-ball bronze. If you're happy with your layouts and your amount of badges in the other categories, because bronze slippery off ball is just really handy, just allow you to move freely on offense. You don't get held up by any contact. So that's something to think about. Now for playmaking, we definitely want Dimer. He's a real playmaker. Glue hands, you are playing in the post a bit, so post playmaker could be good. Unplockables there, quick first step. Got handles for days. Downhill could be really great because you may want to leak out a bit with your playmaking speed with ball and things. Break starters there. You may want to tinker with some things, maybe drop post playmaker to get bullet passer gold. Maybe for Ben, just so we get the badges in that represent Ben, you may want to drop these down a little bit so that we get needle threader. He's a lot of big floor general. And he's also, really good out of the triple threat. Tight handles may be a good one to go with as well. But that could be a good layout for Ben Simmons. Look at those badges. Now on defense, he's a really great perimeter defender, so we definitely want that gold pick dodger. And the silver clamps that we got. Silver intercept is great. If you can get that gold, even better. Pickpocket to help with the steals. He's a good rebounder, so you want to get that gold. Accidentally pressed rim protector there, but you may want to put that on to help protect the rim. You do have that ability. Pogo stick's a great badge. Box out to help get boards. Chase down artists for the animations. Brick wall for the animations as well. Tireless defender, post lockdown because he can guard in the post. You can get intimidated gold to help contest those perimeter shots. And still got two more, so you may want to put on menace and worm because you do have a high offensive rebound. So that could be a good layout for Ben Simmons. All in all, that's the build. I hope you've enjoyed the video and I hope you have a really great day.